nurses often have a high drama job. Hey everyone, Raylan and I are just out here. We're at Rankin Jordan Pediatric Bridge Hospital. Looks like we got the whole outside to ourselves. It's been a great place. I wanted to point out again, like, I cannot believe how much Raylan is giving me a head start on nursing school. So every time we get stuck in the hospital, I always learn new stuff. This hospital nurses have been more quick to talk about drama, which I think it's probably unprofessional of them, but I think also, I don't know, they trust me. They know I'm going into nursing too, and maybe want to help me understand. But I think nurses in hospitals, in nursing homes, often have a high drama job. Everyone here is like really amazing to work with. And when I hear them working with her neighbor that doesn't have a caregiver there, they're extra sweet and spend extra time with her, and it's been a good place. There's good people working here. We've learned that the pulse ox really doesn't like the sunlight, so if we're in the shade or if we put a blanket over it, it'll read it better. But something about sunlight and pulse oxes do not mix. I mean, I guess because the pulse ox uses light to read, you know, oxygen level in the blood, and so the sunlight messes that up. But trying to study here, that's kind of hard to do. The internet's not super... Helicopter! I don't know if I showed it to you, but there it goes. The internet's not super. I can watch videos sometimes though for Portage. I'm like a third of the way through my last 2 science classes. I need to study for a CLEP, getting close. Raylan's feeling great, which means I'm feeling confident that Chris and I can go on like a big vacation. It's our 20-year anniversary, August next year, but to celebrate our 20th anniversary a little early and before nursing school craziness starts, we're hoping to go on a big vacation in January. And we were a little worried about how would Raylan be feeling, because this is a, you know, this is a long-term recovery, but we think she's gonna be doing good and well enough to handle going to Almost Home Kids, which is a place kind of like Rankin, but only even a higher nurse to patient ratio, or lower nurse to whatever the right word is, like less patients per nurse. She stayed there one other time, so she would stay there while Mom and Dad would have one last hurrah before nursing school craziness starts. So I'm excited that I'm on timeline to get school done in time to do that, and that Raylan will feel good enough, because that will be a good break. I was watching a video on how to deal with nursing school and the difficulty of it, and it was a nurse practitioner. I'll see if I can find what that video was, because it was really good advice. And I felt like my success with the prereqs, doing them all so close together, a lot was because I was doing a lot of the things, but not all the things she suggested. And I realized, like, I should take all her advice. It's good. But one thing she didn't mention was like planning during your breaks, you know, to do something to bond with family, to celebrate, to relax. So like between each term, some of my breaks are only like 2 weeks long, but I plan on trying to do something, you know, fun with the kids and Chris. If we can get out of town, that's great. If we can't, just to really focus on, hey, it's not time to catch up on laundry necessarily. It's time to focus on the kids while I've got a break. And Chris is super supportive to help make sure that I can do those things on break. So, but my first break will be finishing prereqs, and then till nursing school actually officially starts, which is January 31st. As long as nursing school officially starts. So I'm still waiting on my letter from Elmhurst, partly because they just got my transcripts from Portage for the 2 classes I got done, which they needed transcripts of before they could say they'd let me in the program. But they did say they had those, so maybe I'm a little too confident, but I'm expecting a letter any day saying that I'm accepted into the program. They've given me every indication that I can expect that. So I'm not being cocky. They've said, you know, we can't tell you are, but pretty much you are if you want to. I don't think they're running out of spaces in this program. The only way I think you can't get in is if you don't get the prereqs they need you to get done, or if your bachelor's degree GPA from your former degree isn't high enough. I think it has to be 3.2 or higher, or else you just can't get into the program. But if you meet their requirements, I think it's like you give them the money, they'll let you in. So hopefully I get that soon. I might have to open it virtually via Chris, because I don't think we're gonna get home this week, maybe at the end of this week. But that's it. So if you're going to nursing school, take advantage of your time stuck in hospitals, because you will learn stuff, and take advantage of your breaks between semesters or classes to take a real break to help you feel refreshed. And I will try to find that link from the video I watched. I cannot remember her name, but I've watched a lot of videos from her, and she's very encouraging. She's very practical. I feel like I relate to her well. I would say I'm like her, but she's much more polished in her speaking. But I feel like I see things a similar way that she does. So her advice really works for me, because I think my mind works similar to her mind. So I'll try to find that link. It was like advice for new nurses or things to know before you start nursing school. So Chris will find how to put that link wherever. See you later.